So you've got your target weight in place. Over the last few weeks and months, you've worked so hard to shed quite a few amount of pounds. You're almost at your target weight.
I'm almost there.
And then all of a sudden, you've hit a plateau. Today, we're going to discuss how I managed to not only break my plateau, but how you can also adapt this to your current weight loss journey. Here on Exchange for Gains.
Exchange for gains.
Weight loss plateaus can be extremely challenging and stressful, especially after working so hard over the past few weeks and months to shed a huge amount of body fat in the first place. Some of us even feel like giving up due to the lack of motivation, frustration, due to the fact that we can't see the numbers getting lower on the scales. However, the key question is, how do we know that we've plateaued in the first place? Well, if you have been working hard, your nutrition isn't been on point, and you've literally been losing weight over a longer period of time, then all of a sudden it's a straight flat line, i.e. you've stopped losing weight, then my friend, you have plateaued. When I started my fitness journey back in 2020, my target weight was 167 pounds. Bear in mind, my initial starting weight was 185 pounds. My weight loss was going down, I was losing pounds, I was feeling good, I could see a change in my clothes, I was looking trim. So before you know it, within sort of like 7 months into my fitness journey, I was at 170 pounds. I continued with my program, I continued eating healthy, but for some reason, I just could not lose those final 3 pounds. I was working hard, I didn't change my program in any way, and I just literally plateaued. I literally only needed to lose those final 3 pounds. Only 3 pounds to lose, but my body was like,
not today.
This led to a lot of frustration, I won't lie to you. To be honest, because I lost quite a lot of weight, I felt like giving up. I felt to myself, look, I'm only 3 pounds away, so I might as well just give in. You know, I've lost a huge amount of weight in the first place, I might as well give in. But I thought to myself, let me tweak something. Let me change something slightly to the program. Because like I said, I'm only 3 pounds away, so as long as I up my game, I should be able to get there, surely. By the way, my good people, if you're feeling this channel, please feel free to like, share, comment and subscribe right about now. It will not only help the channel, help me out, but it will help the channel out on the algorithm in terms of getting it out to everyone. So yeah, please feel free to subscribe right about now. I continued with my training plan and worked extremely hard. I think at the time I was eating something like 1600 calories a day. Literally, that was low, extremely low, and I wouldn't want to go lower than that because my body couldn't take it. Even at 1600 calories, my body was like, no, you cannot go lower than that. Some people, don't get me wrong, some people can eat 1500, but personally, it wasn't working for me. It was not working for me. So rather than lowering my calories, I thought to myself, what can I do literally to get at this plateau? So what I did essentially was, at the time I was doing 3 sessions per week in terms of my gym routines. And out of those 3 sessions, I would do a 30-minute cardio session within that routine, so to speak. However, I upped that. Rather than doing half an hour, I did 45 minutes per session. So it's an extra 15 minutes. I also added an additional day to my fitness program because at the time I was only going 3 times per week. So rather than going 3 times a week, I went 4. With an additional, obviously with that cardio session in terms of 45-minute walk. It was literally only a 45-minute uphill walk, but it worked. When I tell you it worked, don't get me wrong, it was extremely challenging at the time. Very challenging. At times I came home exhausted, knackered, but I felt good for it because I know I challenged myself to a certain limit. I didn't go over the top, but I knew this was my limit. I couldn't do another day. I couldn't do another 45 minutes in terms of my workout sessions, but I challenged myself even more. And literally 5 weeks in, the scales wouldn't change. It wouldn't change, but I thought to myself, let me continue with this. Let me be consistent. Let me be persistent. Let me work hard because eventually, surely, these final 3 pounds will come off. And then week 7 after changing the plan, jumped on the scales, 165 pounds. Remember, the scales were actually showing 170. But literally that drop, boom, 165. So throughout that period, I was actually losing weight. Although the scales didn't show it, I was actually losing weight. Again, I go back to my previous videos. Take the scales in terms of the numbers with a pinch of salt because it can take time for the scales to catch up with your actual body weight. But yeah, literally dropped down to 165. Remember, my target weight was a little bit higher than that. But I lost it. I lost that body fat. I lost that weight. And I felt absolutely amazing for it. Absolutely amazing. So from when you hit your target weight, you just need to maintain it. Maintaining is not easy. I'll talk about maintaining in another video. But in order to break your plateau, if it's been working for you over a period of time, just tweak your training plan a bit. If you're doing literally 3 days a week in terms of your workout program, add an additional day and top up your cardio session just a little bit more. If you're doing, say, a half an hour walk, top it up to 45 minutes, an extra 15 minutes per session. What I would do personally, and again, this is entirely down to you, everyone's different. You could either lower your calorie intake or you could literally get more steps in. Now, lowering your calorie intake can be extremely hard, stressful, and at times demotivating. I won't lie to you, but it can work. It's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to the individual. For someone like myself at the time, who was literally, in order for me to lose weight, my calorie intake was 1600. I wouldn't even think of going lower than that, because at the time, 1600 was literally my maximum in terms of the lowest I could go. So it was either go lower than that by perhaps maybe 100 calories or getting more steps in. So I chose to get more steps in. Each session, 45 minutes in terms of my uphill walks. And people, like I said, it was extremely challenging. Extremely challenging. But if you want to break that plateau, if you want your body literally to say, look, I can see you're challenging me and I'm going to work with you, then you need to put the work in. It doesn't need a drastic change if it's been working over a longer period of time. Like I said, it just needs that small tweak. And I guarantee you will break that plateau. You just need to be patient. Trust the process. It's been working for you before. It's not going to be, rocket science in order for you to lose those final few pounds. Just make those slight adjustments and you'll get there. I promise you. Okay, my good people, that's all from me for today. Like I always say, if you're feeling this channel, please feel free to like, share, comment and subscribe. Add me up on the socials, the Instagram, the TikToks, the Twitters. The names below is Duron Official. And like I said, literally, if you're in a plateau, you've lost weight over a period of time, keep the process. Just make those slight little tweaks, those slight little changes, i.e. either lower your calorie intake per day or just get the amount of steps in. It's entirely up to you. But until next time, stay blessed, stay motivated, get them gains.
Exchange for gains.
Move it, Karen. Time I make those lifestyle changes. Do it like Darren. Wait.